Hi, this is Justin Meadows with a website news update. Today I'm going to be covering why small businesses should blog and taking your business website mobile. Firstly, what is blogging? Blogging is essentially your news feed or update of information very similar to a Facebook news feed. A way of sort of comparing blog posts, which are the posts, the individual pages that make up your blog feed. The way to compare your blog and their posts to normal website pages is like having a book versus a magazine. You have a book that you create once and it sits there and doesn't change all that much, whereas magazines are brought out on a regular basis and freshly updated. So this is something that's beneficial to customers because they like getting fresh information and relevant information. And what you can do with your blog is keep people up to date with what's happening in your marketplace, what's happening in your industry, and also just give them general tips and advice that are handy for your customers. Doing this sort of thing builds the authority of your business and makes your business look more professional and more knowledgeable than your competition. If they're looking at your website versus your competition's website and your competition doesn't have a blog, but you have one filled up with valuable information that really helps them out with their problems and makes them understand your industry a little bit more, they're going to go with you because they will trust you a little bit more as well. The other thing is that Google has said time and time again that they want to be displaying fresh quality content websites in the top of the search engines. So they have been making a number of updates recently which mean that if your website doesn't have very much valuable information on it, it's probably not going to be ranking very high. So the best way to get ranking at the top of Google is to be publishing regular quality information onto your blog that helps out your customers. Google can see if you're doing this and will give you a much higher ranking than your competition if they're not doing that sort of thing. Now, the way Google works is that it wants to serve up the most relevant and valuable information to the people who are searching. So having a blog actually helps out Google with that. And so it helps you get to the top of Google because they want to be showing the people who are searching for a plumber, for example, a website that has a lot of valuable information about plumbing and plumbers and things that customers will find valuable. Things like how to change a washer or what to do if your roof's leaking. These sort of things really help out customers. So Google will prefer to put these kind of websites that have helpful blogs at the top of the search engines as opposed to basic websites that just have a couple of basic pages. If you want to get some tips or advice on where to start with your blog or the sort of things that you should blog about, just add a comment below here and I'll help you out with some good blog advice for your business. The other alternative is that you can take advantage of our blogging website packages. So we will do the blogging for you as well as promoting it on social media. Now, as far as going mobile, there's two main ways that you can do this. The first way is to create a separate mobile website. Now, I don't really like this option because it means doing a bit of extra development. It's a bit of an extra cost for you, as well as for the visitor. It seems like you're not quite getting everything that you should be getting because visitors can see that it's not the full website, and so I think that it's best to be serving them up the full website but just using a responsive theme. Now, what a responsive theme means, and this is for WordPress websites, you can make your theme responsive so that when visitors look at the website from a mobile, it automatically rearranges and adjusts its size so that it's easy to read and you can click on parts easily with a finger on a screen, and it just looks really nice from a small mobile device. This gives your customers a much better experience when they're viewing your website, and this is important because more and more people have smartphones and are using them to search Google and look for local businesses. Now, if you have an existing WordPress website that you want to take responsive so that it's easier for your customers to look at it online, feel free to get in touch with me or either use a comment below or email support@evergreenprofit.com and we'll have a look at your website and see what we can do to help you. I'm Justin Meadows. This is Evergreen Profit. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.